Hey guys, welcome to another video, and yes, I am back in Sons of the Forest, and today I'm going to show you my pyramid build. And you can see there already, I set up a platform of half logs, connected those with normal size logs, and you can see here I've had to pull in those logs from all sorts of areas. I'm building out on this sort of plateau area, this sand bank, where I've got a base further on, and I've just thought, right, I want to build something interesting. Let's try and build a pyramid. So I filmed the process at different stages so we can have a look at how it went. And you can see I've got whole tiers of, I've got 6 tiers of logs there. So kind of like a grid with 6 lines, 6 columns. And I'm pulling in logs from different areas. I have to change my location, and I begin to lay down the planks within the actual base, as you can see here. And in fact, I changed this. I took a lot of these out later on in the build, but I felt like I had to have those in, which I didn't need to. You don't actually have to have those in. What you really need to do is start putting in the support struts within the actual body of the pyramid. And you can see here as I come in that I have started doing that. And we have some sides, so you can put an upright, and then a log will go up 45 degrees, and then you can build these ramps up it. And I thought they looked like good size of a pyramid, and I realized to make this any higher I needed to build within the actual pyramid and put in the support logs there. There's no floating or projecting beams in Sons of the Forest. It has to have a support structure beneath it, unfortunately. I feel like you should maybe be able to have some overhang, but at the moment there isn't any of that in game. So you can see me here putting the supports across so that I can build up the pyramid. And I'm having to go even further afield. So you can see here I've set this zip line up, and it's further down the coast. It takes me on the coast, and I've knocked all the trees along this line as I did it, so that I can just attach them to the zip line and they can be taken down further here. And then this was the zip line you saw before. I've had to do 2, and then I can put them on there, and it takes it all the way down to the pyramid at the base there. And of course we have winter in Sons of the Forest, which is new, and it looks pretty dramatic actually. I love the way the snow falls on the levels, and you can see how complex that is inside there. I've got loads of support beams and struts, and I'm placing on these outer ramps so that you've got the edges of the pyramid. And of course you can see I can't actually do the pyramid right up to the edge. There isn't any half ramps, unfortunately, which would be pretty cool if there were. Maybe that's something they'll put in, but I'm having to fill the gaps in at the edges. So we've actually only got like 4 flat sides that come up one comes up either side with those kind of triangles that cut into the sides there. But you can now place logs in so that they're kind of weatherproof, if you like. So talking about that, I want to make it sort of warm inside, so I'm put a door in here, and I'm also thinking about how I'm going to put the planks down within the area. How wide, how big is this space going to be? Because I'm going to make this like a base inside here. Well, in a sense, it's going to have a function, and we'll talk about that later. And then I'm also thinking, we've got this second level there. How about the first level? So I cut a hole in a second wall that I built next to the entrance, and using this area, I can now get down into the first level using putting a rope in that area here. And you can see, although this is a bit dark, I put a platform in, and then I'm going to fumble around and pull out some rope, and you can attach that to the top of a wall which I put in, which is lower down. And you can see Virginia there is watching what I'm up to. And then I climb up this rope, and it brings me back up to the room above. So I've got to think to myself, what am I going to do with this room up here? Well, firstly, let's put some support struts in, just to give it a bit extra strength. Obviously very conscious about the cannibals and the mutants damaging my lovely new structure. But I put these in, and it just gives it that extra strength. And then I'm thinking, I need more logs. So I've cleaned out those areas. This is becoming huge. There are hundreds of logs going into this structure, this pyramid. And so I'm thinking, where can I get some more logs? And this zip line, I found this area of a tree, and I set it up again for some more logging. Really improving my strength rating in the game by doing this. So I'm going back into the base, and I'm putting down. We've got this first level is finally finished, but you can see those ramps. They let the snow in. Can you see the snow area around there? So they don't actually create a warm environment. Those, although I think once you get some torches in it does reduce your cold rating. And I'm thinking, what can I make this area? I'll make this area a storage room. So I've gone into my building book, and I've selected some shelves, and I'm going to put shelving all the way around there. This is just solely for storage, and to be honest, my inventory is overly full, so it'd be a great place to have some storage, because it's quite close to the area where a lot of it spawns. I've put some torches in, all the shelves are in here, and I'm going to fill that up with goods and ammo and all the lovely things that you can loot in game, and the stuff that you fill up in your inventory. This is the overflow, if you like, and come back here. So very pleased with how that's looking, but of course there's always a threat. This big old cannibal, this beast with the golden mask, he is the one that really could do some damage to my base. So I've got to watch out and listen out for him grunting outside the pyramid, and he needs 4 arrows in his head. He's pretty strong, and so this is the one I'm always listening out for. And of course there are other mutants that are a threat. Let's get Calvin up. Thanks, boss. And we've got these mouth mutants, and I find that the fly swat traps are awesome. I just got completely covered in its gunk. Grim. Take the armor, and I thought, right, let's have some defenses. So I've put some sticks, cut them so that they lean over as spears, and now I'm just reinforcing the bases with stones. Now these can actually get destroyed by the cannibals pretty easily. If they get in behind, they can then smash those down, but I thought, let's try it. It's good against the centipede mutant that can get stuck on there. So I'm back in the first level, and you can see the walls are coming together. I've got a fairly decent space in the back. I've left an area where I've taken out some logs, and we've got this space. I don't know, that might be used for something later. I'll have to decide whether I put another entrance in down at this bottom bit here. But I'm shifting logs around. You can take logs out as you build, don't forget that. Some logs you don't actually need as support once you get down into the guts, if you like, of the building. And I'm playing these down, and there's a fish down there. Yeah, I missed that. I think Virginia put that there for me. Anyway, it's now spring, and there's no snow about, and I'm just finishing off the room downstairs. This is completely enclosed, lovely and warm down there, and my storage area is looking pretty neat. I've just got a couple of things to finish off here. I've got the furniture, so I thought, this room downstairs, what could it be? And I thought, there's not a huge amount of furniture at the moment. There's chairs and tables, so I sort of made it into a meeting room. And you've got some bone chairs, and although I changed my mind, I put a couple of stick chairs into this location. Finish off the table. I'm going to need some lighting as well. I see these bone chairs going in there, pretty cool. And yeah, we've got a spare shelf, so I decided, right, I'll put a couple of shelves in, put some lights in, and then we've got like this meeting room, like the council chamber. And you've got some chairs, you've got some skull lamps going on there. Really pleased. And a shelf with, of course, a bottle of beer on the side. You wouldn't think you're inside the pyramid there, but you are. So we go up, and you've got the storage room. It's completely loaded with stuff. You can see here, got many days in the game, so got tons of spare loot to put on these shelves. And if we go out, it's got a really nice vantage here. I can see anybody coming. I've got my traps and my fly swat traps lined up, and the barricade at the front there. Oh, and then suddenly I get attacked by the huge centipede. He just comes out there. Now he's another one that could actually do some serious damage to the base. And so the whole point here is I'm trying to lure him away. He's getting caught inside the structure. A real pain, just fiddling around for my gun. Let's dispatch this beast. These ones are pretty terrifying. They move really quickly when they flip over like that. They are very powerful. So there it is. The pyramid structure. I feel on some level maybe we need angled walls that they should introduce to the game and make it look a lot better. Have a complete pyramid. The corners cut off doesn't look great. But it's still a lot of work and a lot of logs, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And you can see the symmetry here. Pretty awesome. Enjoyed doing that. It's a bit limited, but we need more stuff to come, hopefully. So guys, if you enjoyed that video, click the thumbs up. If you're not a sub already, it'd be awesome if you could. There's more Sons of the Forest builds coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.